This music is just so good. It's great. Hi, it's me. I'm here to play more Starfield. Last night was eventful. Things definitely happened, and we kept busy. Interesting times. Today, I think I'm going to start out just by continuing the Constellation quest. I'm just going to go talk to Vladimir, and then after that, we'll see kind of where that leads us. But I do need to continue the United Colony stuff at some point, and then I also would like to begin Ryujin, which I might try tonight. I do want to. I've been kind of itching to go back to Neon, so that seems like a good excuse to go back, right? So we will try that. I think that's on Neon. If it's not, I would be shocked. Alright, let us go ahead and just begin heading towards our destination, the Eye. Not of Aldani, unfortunately, but...
Struts retract. Let's get out of here.
I wonder if I could just talk to Struckwind about the ship. Probably not. But you never know. Could be interesting. They could shock me. Alright, we're flying. We're not being immediately shot at. Good. Love that for me. And head back to the Eye, which is apparently still right here, and I just didn't realize that. Whoops. Up here. It's not the Eye of Aldani, but it is the Eye of Alpha Centauri. Close enough. It's less of a spectacle, though. It's more of just a dude hanging out.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Cool. Let's speed towards it so I can crash into it. Then pretend like nothing happened. Never mind, we're good. We're fine. No crashing today. At least not yet.
Alright, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
I'm gonna get up first. It's cool that the character places their hand on this little console here as they're getting up. I don't know, it's a neat little detail. I like that a lot. Is that weird? Probably. I don't remember how to get up there. I think I need to go back
When you
here.
have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
We're constantly talking to Sarah these days. What's up?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I can tell it's still bothering you. I told you it wasn't your fault. I don't have time to talk about this right now. I couldn't tell it was still bothering her, but we're just gonna say it for the lack of a better option.
Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
Let me help you. That might do more harm to you than good. Seeing the wreckage isn't gonna bring back your crew. How will traveling to Cassiopeia put your concerns to rest? That's a great question.
The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
Okay. Well, let me help you.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
Never told me where you ended up after the battle. If they had taken your shuttle, you're lucky you made it to safety. All of Dauntless's escape shuttles were damaged. What eventually happened to the Dauntless? Well, let's get more details about the battle. Might be rough for her to talk about, but I am curious, so
The
I don't care.
Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship.
What eventually happened to the Dauntless?
Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed.
You never told me where you ended up after the battle.
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
It's impressive that you soft landed an emergency jettison that close to the exosphere. You took one hell of a chance. I can't imagine how relieved you felt after you landed. Well, it's not like you had a choice. I don't think she felt relieved. She probably just felt terrible for everybody else that died. I'm sure she felt relieved for herself, but then it was probably overcame by survival skill pretty quickly. I'll compliment her piloting skills.
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same.
You think putting this to rest will get you back on your feet? That seems like a weird question, but we're gonna ask it.
Don't worry, it's not as though I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the conversations we've been having. They dredged up these old memories, and they're a burden.
Do you know about Cassiopeia 1?
It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not populated.
I do wonder if she knows for a fact that they're dead. Like, what if we get there and people are alive, you know? What are you hoping to find at your old campsite?
My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down. That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts.
Yeah. Alright, we'll check it out.
I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite.
Okay.
For that,
Well,
we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
I'm sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan. Visiting Mast might stir up some painful memories. You should let me handle Admiral Logan alone. I'm sensing some tension.
Your instincts are right on target.
I'm sure they're best buds.
Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Crusades are my speciality. Members of Constellation stick together. Your well-being is important to me.
That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together.
I'll have your back. I appreciate the confidence. You're too tough to fall apart. What are you expecting to find on Cassiopeia?
Besides bad memories, I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. Not yet.
Yeah, the wrinkle, like, on her forehead there when she was talking, that was really good. It's weird detail, but I really thought it looked great. You're too tough to fall apart.
Oh yeah? Well, you haven't seen me behind closed doors. Joking aside, you've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
It's because I love you, Sarah. It's because I care what happens to you, Sarah. It's what friends do for one another, Sarah. I feel like now's not the appropriate time to flirt, but once again, we're just gonna go for it.
I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready.
For a long time.
Not yet.
I guess we didn't, like, technically spend a year together last week. Or, last night. about Aja?
Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch.
It is interesting thinking about, like, friendships and stuff I've had. Like, sometimes you're just friends with the people that you're around for a brief period of time, and then other times you just continue talking to them. Just kind of interesting to think about, like, who those people are and kind of where those friendships go. Don't start crying on me now. You've been critical of yourself for far too long, Sarah. Well, that ends today. Been critical of yourself for far too long.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia.
I'm actually really excited to do that.
Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
Sarah Morgan considers me a friend. I missed what that pop-up on the center of the screen said. Tried to look at the stream, but I couldn't see it. It's a full-on mission this time. Sweet. Alright, well, we still need to get out of here. Go up to the eye, so we can deal with this. He's speaking to me from a very far distance. What a dude.
The eye for ages. Hope Vladimir is in a good mood today.
Instead on the eye for 8, I guess, again, it has been over here, I suppose. Not really for us, but just in, like, universal time.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No, we're good. Thanks, bud. I can't go this way. It's the other way I can't go. Because it gets blocked off by the tunnel, like it does down there. Just want to see, is there... Yes, there's a med pack here. Sweet. So all this stuff is respawned. That's cool. I'm not gonna sit here and loot the entire place again. That seems unnecessary, but it is tempting. Very tempting. What's up, Vladimir?
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern.
Oh?
The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Now we're talking. Point me out. How did we not notice this before?
This one has been in my list of possible artifact sites for a while, but the profile didn't quite match. Now that we've gotten more artifacts, the similarities are as clear as day.
Okay, so we found another. That doesn't make sense. The artifacts are roughly similar in size. Now we're talking to me. Now we're talking to me. Now we're talking. Point me out.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work.
Interesting.
Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
So I need to search the whole planet for this thing? Well, probably not the whole planet.
No, just need to follow your scanner to the real destination. Might be a boot's journey, but that's the explorer's lot sometimes.
Land near the anomaly, use my scanner. Got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
That'd be great. Bit of Procyon 3. Alright. Well, that is a thing we could do, but I do kind of want to go with Sarah to relive her past. In Memoriam is the one I want. But we first need to return back to New Atlantis and talk to that Logan guy. I was gonna say, spoilers for Mass Effect 2, if you haven't played Mass Effect 2. At the beginning of that game, the Normandy gets taken out. And later on in the game, you go back and you like visit the crash site. There's like a mission to pick up all the dog tags of all the fallen crewmates and stuff. It's a really cool, like, just bittersweet mission. I kind of hope that's what this is going to end up being somewhat similar
Let me
to.
know when you're ready to launch.
Granted, we don't know the characters in this case. It's more of Sarah's journey, but still. It'd be a great area to build character. Get some more character development. That's on dock. New Atlanta should be real close by, but I can just
Clean set there.
fast travel to the lodge. Easy enough. This music is very, not very, but it's a little The Last of Us-y. Specifically
I have things for you.
towards the end of the game and the show.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
In the hospital. That's what I was talking about. Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
Actually, yes, I do.
What do we got?
Here you are.
Pigment. Stalk. Might have asked some questions about our mission to Cassiopeia. I don't know what questions
if
I
you think
have.
it will help, then feel free.
How long were you stranded on Cassiopeia 1?
Honestly, it felt like I was marooned on that planet for years. It wasn't until the UC rescue ship picked me up that I realized only 10 months had passed.
10 months. How'd you manage to survive? Yeah.
The escape shuttle had some supplies, but those ran out after about a month.
I imagine so, yeah.
Fortunately, Cassiopeia is a lush planet with plenty of flora and fauna, so I was able to use my military training to survive.
I'm surprised you never found the wreckage of the other ship, if she's there for that long. What's the story with you and Admiral?
Logan and I have rarely agreed on anything. In fact, I'm fairly certain he never saw the true value in the Navigator Corps in the first place. When word came down that my division was being mothballed, I stormed into his office and, well, let's just say we had words.
I bet.
We haven't spoken since.
That's all the questions.
Sure. Glad to help. Admiral
Let's go
Logan's
ahead.
office shouldn't be terribly far.
And head to the office. In the mast building. There's also that flight sim thing here I could make use of and get some of those ship destructions in, but I don't know if I want to waste my time doing that right now. Also, I mentioned I was going to try to fix that save thing. I haven't done it yet. So, we might encounter that tonight. Unfortunately. We'll see, though. This is new. I don't think I've been here.
As
Hello?
always,
Oh,
we're fully committed to the ongoing success of the United Colonies. We're doing all we can.
Hey,
yo.
another loss. Have to contact Demos. Get replacement ships ordered.
Is this like the president of the UC?
If you have business with my office, you'll need to make an appointment.
Alright, fine. It's a sculpture lying on the ground. It's normal. Sarah's jumping around. Also normal. Okay, cool. guess we're going in here. I assume all these people are probably not able to be talked to.
Yes?
They're all just masked functionaries, I imagine.
Excuse me?
What about you?
Unless you have official business with the
Commander
government,
Mitchell.
this is not the place for you to loiter. Am I clear? The UC might have a few less problems if the Marines were deployed a little more often.
Alright, she just doesn't want to speak to me. What about you? Hello.
Do yourself a favor and stay out of trouble during your time
Jeremiah
in New
Sarkin.
Atlantis. You know what separates the UC from the rest of the universe? Law and order. Makes all the difference.
That it does. I believe you. Hello, ma'am. You look serious. What's going on
Our
in here?
military must always be at the ready.
General
But in
Zhao.
my opinion, it should also be a last resort. I know there are those in the set of systems who see us as warmongers. I also know I'm never going to change their minds, so I don't lose sleep over it.
Fair enough.
Pardon.
Pardon?
Okay. Hello.
Hi. Okay, ma'am. I'll leave you alone. Can I talk to the sleeping guy?
Better make sure Logan sees the last report from Aegis.
Well, he didn't really have much to say to me. He wasn't too upset. Oh, we got a bathroom in here. Any usable toilets? Negative, but we can pick up a plunger if we so wanted to. I don't really care to. As fun as it sounds. Alright, let us head in. He is the Fleet Admiral.
Hello.
Office of the United Colonies President. Yeah, alright. Crazy. We're just walking around in here. Like it's no big deal. This individual is busy. See with what he's standing around.
Sarah Morgan.
Or he's talking.
Been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
In
You're not
years.
required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
Sorry, but this just
You need my help.
looked like a microphone from a distance.
The
I
last
just
time
had to point it
you
out.
made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
I'm here to support Sarah as a friend. I work with Sarah at Constellation, just as a concerned civilian. Doesn't matter who I am, this isn't about me. I work with Sonner. Jesus. I work with Sarah at Constellation.
I see. Then, as Sarah's associate, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect,
I'm actually
Admiral,
a UC member.
this is
I'm
ridiculous.
I'm a member of the
If you have a
Vanguard.
problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command. Sarah's here to resolve the incident that ended her naval career. Sarah's here to solve a mystery that's been plaguing her conscience. I think honor the fallen probably
That's
makes
quite
more
a noble
sense.
gesture. Is this true, Commander?
That's kind of what we're doing. So,
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
the emotional pain Sarah's been suffering has to end. I refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic. Let us worry about the danger, Admiral. Yeah, we got it.
I wish it was that simple. If the Navy gives its blessing for you to undertake this operation, then we assume responsibility. And frankly, I'd never forgive myself if you didn't return.
I appreciate the concern, Admiral. But that crew was my responsibility. No matter how difficult the risk, those men and women are coming home.
I understand.
They're probably
I believe I owe you an apology, Commander.
The bodies are probably very
Our last
decomposed.
encounter
There's
has
not going to be much
obviously
left of them,
distorted my
but it's a
impression
nice,
of your character.
it's a nice idea.
What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
That was fast.
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
That exchange went a lot better than I expected it to. It was a lot more cordial than I kind of would have expected.
Yes? What?
Cordial? Cordial's probably the word. But let's go ahead and head to Cassiopeia, I suppose. And see what we can find. First, we must return to the spaceport. I probably could have just fast traveled to the ship, couldn't I? Didn't think that through. Oh well. It's fine. That's what I'll do when we spawn in. Actually, let me come over here to Jemison Mercantile and just see if I can buy any more medical supplies or digipicks or anything.
Oh, please, take a look.
Can't remember if I bought stuff from them last time or not. They do have a couple digipicks, I'll buy those. And in terms of aid, I need med packs. They have 4. We'll just take those. I don't need to buy any trauma packs for now. I think we're good.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Yep. Now let me just fast travel over to the ship. Ta-da! I'm learning. I'm figuring it out. We're getting there. Let me get up real quick. I just don't want to take off quite yet. I want to make sure I do something very important. That being quick save real fast. Okay. Now we can go. We're gonna need some points in the grav engine as well.
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Alright. Cassiopeia. Is up here to the northwest. Assuming that this is north. I don't know that for a fact, I suppose. We can make that jump. Cool. Here we go.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Oh, wow. Oh dear. Level 24? We can probably handle this. You know, I kill people like you for breakfast. We can settle this peacefully. Or I can pay you and we don't have to fight. We can settle this peacefully. That sounds like a personal problem, dude. take these credits and pretend you never saw me. On second thought, I think I'll just kill you. I don't like either of these options. I'm not gonna pay him. But I don't really want to attack him either. I guess we will. Right, I gotta remember what my weapons are. Okay, my shields are gone.
The rev jumped down and both were stuck.
Okay, that's not good. Let me lock onto you. One ship down. Alright. The ship's still hurting us, but that's fine. Let's lock onto them. There we go. Let's target their engines. Also, because I just want to see if I can steal their ship.
Enemy's engines are offline.
I want her to slow down her voice. Enemy's engines are offline.
Grab jump for nice clean dock, Captain.
Alright, let's board and do some damage.
Remember, watch your calls and check your sips.
Kill the crew or leave the ship. Well, I'm not just gonna walk out of here with no fight. But I also don't see any crew appearing on the little compass, which is concerning to me. There they are. Oh, they're clipped. Can I get back? Alright, we leveled up. Sweet.
Let's see if they come.
I can take their spacesuits. Modified AA9. I'm gonna take that guy's suit and helmet. I'm gonna take all that stuff. That's the captain's locker. Let's see, where's the cargo hold? Here it is. Cool. Can I take it? I can! We're adding a new ship to the fleet. Or I could sell it. Let's undock it. We're gonna take a trip back to... I suppose just... We could go to somewhere close by, like Aquila. It's not exactly close by, but you know what I mean. It's closer than New Atlantis. That's my outpost, okay. On vessel. That's... I could go to Seoul. I could go to the city there. But Alpha Centauri is right here. Can I make this jump? It's on Jimison, right? Here? No, Jimison's up here. Guess I gotta jump into the system first. Star Eagle is returning to somewhere, he said. I didn't see what I said.
Jump complete.
This is really gonna keep being a problem. I gotta fix it.
You are entering United Colonies space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I was looking online today, trying to see like what I'd have to do. Unfortunately, I'll have to like delete my local
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated.
Because I didn't check the ship.
You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
Dang it. What about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
Alright. Standing down.
Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
I didn't even consider that there could be stuff on board. I forgot about that.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this.
Did I just get all my stolen stuff removed? Is that what happened there?
I still don't understand.
Did I just lose a bunch of ammo, med pack?
Seems like too much of a risk.
Caseless shotgun shell. I'm just losing so much. No.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
At least most of the stuff isn't like super.
Commander wants to have a little chat.
Alright.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
Can't we just say it was the pirate stuff? We are just returning with the pirate's ship.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Just let me pay my fine so I can get out of here. There's nothing to discuss. This doesn't look like the local jail. Who are you? Who are you?
And your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
Alright. This doesn't look like the local jail.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. It appears you spent several years as a bounty hunter. That type of background will get you quite far around here. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy.
Indeed.
Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
But my shoe size is in your records. Let's just get to the point.
I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef.
System defense?
What we do.
Defending the system. Well, I know you kidnap people. Could you start by telling me what US or what UC SysDef means? Why don't you tell me?
UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet.
Oh.
That convict is where you enter the picture.
I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. I don't like where this is going. If whatever you're selling lets me off the hook, then I'm listening. What's the Crimson Fleet? We know what that is. What type of big picture stuff does the UC Navy handle? Well, anything that's not the Crimson Fleet, apparently. I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway.
In fact, they've tried to kill me
We've
multiple
been
times.
prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. We barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
Oh? Why can't the UC send their armada to wipe out the Crimson Fleet? Great question.
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses. Heavy losses. That the United Colonies can't afford.
You want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you?
Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef. Together, we take down the Crimson Fleet.
Okay.
Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
That'd be rude. Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. You can't get away with that. I didn't realize coercion was part of the UC SysDef's code of ethic. If I work for SysDef, what's in it for me? Well, it doesn't sound like I get much of this.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me? Or should I find someone else?
This actually does kind of sound fun. I'm in.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble.
I'm just barely underway.
And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Okay. It's interesting that they let me keep my suit and everything.
All right, let's go.
What's up, Sarah?
So, it's at the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh?
Can just take this stuff.
Going in all alone. Infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Thank you, sir.
Still.
Hang on, I'll come with you in a second. I'm too busy exploring. Hello. Alright, these are all just cells. Cells within cells within cells interlinked.
But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
What? Hold my breath? Like, literally hold my breath? Like, we're going underwater?
Okay, hello.
Hi. Dock. Port computer. Alex Vaughn.
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Kind of already taken some med packs and stuff, no biggie. I assume we're going in the lift.
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you.
Let's go up to Ops. We're getting some cool missions today. This, the Sarah one.
Excuse me.
I'm excited for all this stuff, actually. Would you look at this?
Hello.
Here's my guy.
Howdy.
What's up, dude? Commander Kibwe Ikondi.
Ah, there you are.
How's it
Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
You're gonna need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet. Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in. I can attack, and this is me shooting my way off this prison ship. Where's the Vigilance located right now? What exactly is the Crimson Fleet? Where is the Vigilance?
We're
He's not
currently
gonna
in
tell
the
me.
Sol system, in
He's
deep
telling
orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
Need more than one
Which
ship.
is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Yeah, I imagine I will. I can persuade him. Get me in a room with him and I'll talk them into anything. I assume you already have a plan in mind. It takes more than finesse to catch the attention of a pirate. I prefer a more direct approach. I assume you've chosen me because I'm expendable. Well, let me try to persuade.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a
I guess we're just going to
possible
persuade
opening
them,
to the Crimson
not
Fleet
this guy.
through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia. So you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Okay. Sounds simple enough. That doesn't sound like an ironclad plan to me. She can probably sniff out an arc from a sector away. Where did you get the contraband? Aurora.
That's classified.
Oh, it's not going to tell me.
Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
Aurora.
Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volii.
Right.
Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines.
She can probably sniff out an arc from a sector away.
That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal.
Okay.
Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Went the way and I'll get it done. It's a lot to absorb. You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities. If this is the best plan you've got, we're both in trouble. Why bother gathering evidence?
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
Point the way and I'll get it done.
Eager to get going? Good.
Kind of, yeah, I have a lot to do.
Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
I wonder if this is going to be a thing that I'm locked into for the foreseeable future. I have to do this before I continue on with anything else, or if it's just going to be another quest that I can do at any point. Do my best, I'm just doing this for the money. Guess it's too late to back out of the deal. What if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one.
Thanks.
I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment. Trust your instincts. And watch your back.
I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Can you explain SysDef's code of conduct and ethics? Yeah, that's probably good to know.
You can't go into every situation with guns blazing.
Darn.
Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
Do you mean straight too far off the path?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money.
Yes, you want me to try to abide by the rules while also working for a bunch of
Social
pirates?
graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
I can stay the course.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
How I'm in contact with you? Do you have any other information about Sorcy Bowden? What happens if I get arrested when I'm undercover? Can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent? Well, let's just go from the bottom up.
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Maintaining my cover as a pirate and abiding by the law won't mix. What if I don't have a choice?
Then you do what you have to do. The Crimson Fleet has the potential to kill hundreds, even thousands of people per year. If it takes a few deaths to maintain your cover, then so be it. but only as an absolutely final resort. This is not a licensed killing spree. Understood?
Got it. Maintaining my cover as a pirate and abiding by the law won't mix. I refuse to kill innocent people.
I'm not advocating violence. I'm merely urging you to weigh the consequences before you open fire. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Yeah, what happens if I get arrested while I'm
For your
undercover?
own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Do you have any other information about Sorcy Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years.
Of course.
Which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals.
Yep.
She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely
That'll be
on
at the
your
end of
own.
the quest line, I assume. I assume this is like a whole quest line, not just like a quest.
You have your orders.
It's one that I did not quite expect.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What?
Yes?
Pardon?
Let's go to the docking bay. Well, I think they said there was somebody else I had to talk to. What's up, Mia? How's it going? How's the night treating you? Okay, I guess we're not going that way.
Hey.
Yep. Must be back here. Store must be opened with a computer. Did I don't think I went the wrong way. I think I went in the elevator, which is the only way it gave me to go. From the last room. Yeah, that'll just take me to the operations center, which I don't want. Docking ports, brig. Docking port 1 and 3. Doesn't give me the option to go through. 2 and 4. Doesn't give me the option to go through. This is probably 5 and... This is 5 and 7, okay. I am indeed on the Vigilance. I stole a Crimson Fleet ship because they attacked me, and then I came back to New Atlantis to go either register and or sell the ship, not thinking that there might have been contraband on it.
Okay, hello.
And there was. So here we are. In my defense, I didn't really search the entire ship. There was only like 3 guys that I had to kill. I killed them and then sat in the chair and I was surprised when it let me. Then I just took off. I didn't think much beyond that. Requires computer.
Howdy.
Hello.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
Go on. I wouldn't leave the commander.
Best way to get swept up in all this? Yeah, I didn't expect it at all.
Always come back and chat later.
I'm digging it. Great computer. Handcuffs and a guard escort are standard when transporting prisoners. Those assigned to maximum security cells may require additional security measures to prevent escape. We should attempt to accommodate prisoner requests within reason. Looser restraints and comfortable seating can be supplied upon request. The United Colonies will typically use mid-sized demo ships for shuttling prisoners to the correctional facility. Brig protocols. Vigilance Brig is a high-level confinement facility for captured and pretrial prisoners charged with piracy. Brig ensures the security and safe transport of all prisoners to United Colonies correctional facilities. Under the guidance of the commander, Conde, and ranking officers of the Vigilance, the Brig staff is responsible for maintaining and enforcing these directives. I said derivatives. It's not right. I need to figure out how in the world to get out of here.
Yes, what?
The Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until the action.
Maybe I need to get back in the elevator. We just need to go somewhere else. I'm still dealing with that stupid save data thing. It's very annoying. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save real fast, because I don't trust the game.
Hey.
Hey. This really reminds me of a ship from The Expanse.
Hello.
Excuse me. Yes?
UC Vigilance. I can open it. Where does this take me? Oh? Hello. This is the bridge, huh?
Howdy.
Okay.
Howdy, ma'am.
Hello.
Look at this thing.
Excuse me. Hey.
Yo.
Commander Ikonde runs a tight ship, so I suggest we be on our best behavior.
Yeah, sir. I'm always on my best behavior.
What?
Do you expect any less of me?
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay? I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Fine. I guess.
Pardon.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's telling me to go up here. I'm not crazy. We're going up to the docking bay. Looks like it wants me to go through this door. But it just doesn't... Am I stupid? In this particular instance, not just in general. I already know I'm stupid in general.
The Conde's on level 2.
Yeah, I've talked to him.
Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Storage. Well, I don't think I'm needing storage.
Yes?
So I'm supposed to go, you don't know what's up. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. I love that. Wonder if I can go talk to him again? Question mark? If that doesn't work, maybe I'll close the game and reopen it.
Lieutenant, I thought it was clear that Lieutenant Toft should be your next stop. As you were.
Out.
Talk to the lieutenant. Yeah, I thought that's where I was heading, but I don't know where
Hey, hello.
she is. Is this her? Toft.
All
yeah.
right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up.
It's weird that they wouldn't mark her
While
as
you're
the
working
objective.
undercover, It's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am. What if I can't find anything?
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess.
Why do you need physical evidence?
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
So basically, you want me to steal from thieves? Yes, that's
you
precisely
better.
the point.
Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Just whatever? Alright. If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it. Sounds like you have a personal vendetta against the Crimson Fleet. Trying to understand my task, Lieutenant. Sounds like I touched a nerve. Confused, are we trying to imprison the pirates or kill them?
Haven't you been paying attention?
I assume
Our
imprison.
goal here is the complete eradication of the Crimson Fleet. In order to do that, we need to
Go, I guess we just need evidence so we can get
from within. If you bring me evidence,
the
make arrests and slowly
supplies.
drain their resources. Think of it as a death by a
Okay, I guess they do want
tiny cuts.
rest. Never mind.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
Bring as much evidence as I can find. I've seen my fair share of violence. I'm no hero. I'm here because I had no choice. I feel like talking about it. I'm just gonna say I don't want to talk to her about it. I just want to bring evidence. We'll do
That's
that.
all we're asking.
I don't know her.
Before
I
you
want to
go,
talk to her.
There's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Beautiful. It's the only way I operate. It's very generous. I don't need payment to do what's right. Credits, now you're speaking my language. Why would you be paying credits during a military operation? I'm not going to complain about getting credits.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Thank you. If I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold? That's a great question.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
What's going to happen to the people you arrest? If you like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet, sure,
Not
let's
really.
just ask about it.
No. I've learned to keep my
Okay,
personal
it was-
experiences
It
separate.
was useless to
from the
ask
job.
about it. You befriend her and complete the subquest, she gives you a pretty cool little reward. Interesting. Wow, that was evasive as hell. It's odd that you know more about me than I know about you. Is it? That doesn't seem odd. If there's something on your mind, it might make you feel better to get it out in the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. It's gonna happen to people we
We'll
arrest.
be keeping them close at hand until this operation is
arrest.
complete.
I'm not arresting
So,
anybody.
we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
That's why there's so many cells that I can go and look at. That's funny.
We'll be here if you need us.
Alright. It makes sense now. Thought it was weird that there were so many cells. How odd.
Hey.
Neat. Alright. It's gonna tell me that it can't save. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. Oh, it didn't do it this time. Wow. Would you look at that?
Excuse me.
The door's open. Progress.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Do enough, and there's a funny Arkham Knight-ish vibe to this target. Ooh. That sounds fun.
Let's get this
There it is.
crate into space.
Okay. Hey, we still have the stolen pirate ship. Okay.
What
Cool.
would you do in my shoes? Not literally, though. I've got small feet.
Alright. We have that. We have the Sarah mission we can do. God, I don't know what to start with now. So many possibilities. Okay, I think they said we were in the Sol system.
All green on release. We're free to fly.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
Yeah. Let's just do a quick little jump over to Mars, I suppose. It's Titan. Oh, it's down here. No, it's not. Never mind. There it is. Yes, right there. I want the outposts. I forgot I had that. I want Sidonia. You almost got all of them. Turns out a couple pieces of evidence are time sensitive, and you missed them during those missions. Oof. That's rough. That sucks. Okay, I don't really want to talk to her quite yet. Ship services. This is what I wanted to do. Hello.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Oh, you're my guy.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Review and modify my ships. Yeah, that has such a tiny cargo capacity. There's a lot of fuel though. Jesus, look at the fuel on this thing. 420. Blaze it. It blazes through space. It's a pretty good hull too, actually. Not as good as the Star Eagle, but it's not bad. But yeah, the cargo's... It's okay. I don't know if I want to keep it or if I want to try to sell it. Do I have to register it to sell it? I think you do, right?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Let's see what he has for sale, just out of curiosity. Wendigo, Mule, Rambler, Discovery, Warhammer, Marathon. Big boy. Let's go ahead and register it, I guess. $18,000 credits? Fine. I do want to pull the Star Eagle back out though. Don't understand how any of this works in terms of the upgrades. All right. Well, since I'm here, I could go ahead and do this Cydonia stuff. Right?
Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
This dude's just out here walking around mostly naked. Okay, good for him. Do you like being a miner?
No.
Oh.
I mean, was that too frank? I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract.
That's not supposed to happen? Are you sure?
I don't really know what I'll do after. Man, this is all so stressful.
I guess we are all wearing, like, spacesuits and stuff. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be out here just walking around on Mars with nothing on. You seem a little nervous.
Well,
You okay, bud?
I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff. And will I have to go see Dr. Flynn a lot for treatment? I'm pretty sure she's annoyed and sick of seeing me. I don't blame her. I've been thinking about writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across...
Because he's probably talking about like a therapist or something, not like a...
See you.
A doctor. Very interesting. Upgrades are basically targeted shipbuilding. You're just swapping out the part you have for a hopefully better spec one. I see. Forget playing the game. This is now a Waylon Parker documentary.
Sorry.
We're just gonna follow him around and see what he does. How are you alive right now, sir? And where are you going? He's like walking out to nowhere. I wonder if he's supposed to be inside. And it just like... he's just bugged and he's outside. This is so weird. I don't think I've been back here. Whoa.
Me? Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
This has been quite the experience. Alright. Oh, there's even people out here. Hello, who are you? Can I talk to you?
What a day. Sometimes I feel
Just
like robots more
just a
than people
minor.
in this job.
Alright. My playthrough of Starfield, where you get attacked by banks and you see miners walking naked on Mars. Fun stuff. Saw a thing on Reddit where some people would find security outside naked sometimes here and on Aquila, but never some random chatty miner. Huh. My first mission is to proceed to Cydonia and make contact with Sorshaboden at the Trade Authority. You see, Sistef has provided me with a crate of Aurora to sell as a buy-in to the Crimson Fleet. And this is for obtaining evidence. Got it. Audio logs and text logs. So we're probably just looking for, like, slates and stuff. Well, while I'm here, I will go ahead and just activate deep cover. We will go ahead and go talk to her. Assume she's inside?
Building Cydonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping humans from the harsh Martian landscape.
Apparently, it's not that harsh anymore. That brave miner just... he It's just pushing the limits. You decide to test it out, and you know what? It might be okay now. Everybody can go naked out on Mars. It's be a naked Mars party. It'll be great. What was Mars the god of in what is that? Roman mythology? King of the Sacred Grove. He's the god of war. Okay. Mars is Roman. It's yeah. Well, I was gonna say maybe peaceful. God of peaceful. I don't know. Strolling down beaches, but I guess not. It's been a while since I've been here.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking with frogs and the dust. No trees.
It scared me. Ugh. It's been not long enough since I've been here.
P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
I never want to come back here again. Forgot about that. Famously the god of chill vibes, yes. Hello, ma'am.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octa.
I remember her
I'm
being
busy.
kind of a dick when I talked to her the first time. Here to sell, but I'm looking for you. I've brought something that should interest the Crimson Fleet. I probably shouldn't just say that out. Right. Brought something that should interest... Oh, I just read that. Looking to unload a sensitive shipment.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
Let's talk price first.
I'm not talking
Plain hard
price
to get.
until I know what the hell I'm buying.
Take a look at this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
If you can't handle it, point me to someone who can. I thought the Trade Authority would buy anything. I guess people that told me you were the best were wrong.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
What if I just blow your brains out and ask someone else? Refuse to pay for that information? I don't know, I'm in like a tough spot here. I don't know what to do. You have to pay just to find out where to sell my shipment?
You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up.
If I just blow your brains out?
Sure, go ahead. You shoot me.
Oh, Sarah
and
disliked that.
Bounty hunters on your
Oof.
ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that shipment on your own.
Refuse to
Well
pay.
then, we have nothing left to discuss, do we, love? Be seeing you
Am
soon.
I gonna have to pay?
Cassiopeia. We're finally here.
No, we're not. We're on Mars. What are you talking? Huh? I think Sarah's losing it.
You bring me that finder's fee, or are you here to waste my time again? You
Fine.
know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Alright. Well,
Hey, welcome to the civilian trade.
thanks, sir. Don't waste movie. Toy me? Is that Spanish? Probably butchered the last
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Yes, I am here to give a sample.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you.
Don't waste my time.
Okay. Yeah,
I see.
I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
No problem. She never said anything about that. Forget it. I'll just take the shipment to someone else. Who's we and us? Thought I was dealing with you. Or with the Crimson Fleet, right?
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation.
The accent amused you.
And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy.
You were just typing it in a funny way. You were not literally putting it in a different language, right? Okay.
Right down to business, and no small talk. I like it.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him.
Oh boy.
Either way, I want that money back.
I'll just pay off his debt right now so we can get down to business. I'll just kill him and take the money off his corpse. How loud do you want this to be? Alright, okay, done. How loud do you want this to be?
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual?
Do what I want.
Loud. You can do this quiet. Yeah. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
I'll get it done.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss it. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Alright. I hate it. It's gross. Is that the guy who was outside? I don't know. I was just wondering that. I can't remember his name. I don't think it was. Carl Fielding? I don't think so. The name does sound familiar though. I think I've talked to him before. Or at least ran into him.
I hope no one tears down the...
Is it him?
Something I can help you with?
I don't think it is.
If I just had more time, I could take some of the pressure.
Naked dude had a different name. Okay. Here to collect the credits you owe Adler Kemp.
Adler Kemp? Who the heck is that?
Very convincing. Adler's serious about this debt, so I suggest you pay it quickly. I don't really have time to play games. Do you owe money to anyone or not?
Of course I owe money. Unless you're independently wealthy. Everyone's in debt nowadays. I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have a tab at Parsec Deep at Cespear. It's an endless list. So why don't you just leave me here? Let me get drunk and find someone else to bother. Okay? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else.
This guy.
Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though.
So fun.
Whatever.
I'll go back and tell Adler you said then. Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'm sure your funeral will be lovely. I don't know which one I want to go with.
Adler,
the first option.
Adler. Adler... Oh! Wait!
You said the
mean
funeral
that
line. It was
Adler.
tempting. I wanted
Yeah,
to, but...
Sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
I don't think Adler's gonna be satisfied with that option. Pay now, or Deimos will be sending your corpse home in a basket. I don't want to threaten him directly.
I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
Sure, maybe. Why are you hurting so badly for credits?
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family.
I can attack him? Part of me wants to just persuade him, so I don't have to give up my own credits. Does that make me a terrible person? Probably, but we're gonna try.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
Don't think Sarah's gonna like that? Probably not, but I don't care. She'll deal with it. Pay him now, get your revenge later. Pay up. If not for you, do it for the sake of your family. Is it really worth the risk? You can always make the money back later.
Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift.
See, there you go. There must be some way we can both win here. Come on, you must have some rainy day money stashed away somewhere. Shouldn't have racked up a debt like this in the first place. You must have some money stashed, right?
Why the hell would I deplete my savings? To pay off a stock like Adler Kemp? Come on!
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there? I know you have your reasons, I'm just trying to help.
Look,
there we go.
I'd like to help, but please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
Ethiopia. We're finally here.
We are not there. What is your problem?
Report any injuries I may cause to my supervisor.
This lady is a little delusional. I'm reconsidering this whole romance thing. Very curious to see how this is going to play out.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that?
Did I just pay
knew that
out of my own
was holding
pocket?
out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
He got the message.
Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that.
Don't talk shit about your wife. Well, tell your wife
like
to
this kind of work,
start
get you more.
opening her eyes so she can realize we're not on that other planet. Its name is
With my,
escaping me.
Associates.
Calliope or whatever it was. Who exactly are your associates?
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work.
Sheesh. If you think they can handle it.
That's what I'm talking.
Sarah liked that?
I like your style.
Okay.
All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Oh, but I got 8,300 in return. So you know what? 3,000, not a big deal. That's fine. Sarah's like a low-key, ballsy badass under all the rest. Well, she's a geographically challenged, ballsy badass. Is geographically the right term for being lost or being confused between planets? I don't know. I think that's more like just planetary. I don't have a better word for it, though. You get my point. Walked her head one too many times while traveling with me. Sounds like a personal problem. You have one skill point. Up we go. Now we will go finish out her quest. Or what I presume is finishing out her quest, I don't know, we'll see. Might take a little while. Watch, I'm gonna get there and she's not gonna say that line. She'll say, oh, finally, Mars. I've always wanted to come here.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
My hull is not doing too well. Alright, back up here. Where we were earlier before we were rudely shot at by pirates and then got very distracted. You arrive. You're never taking me to Cassiopeia, are you? Don't say it, because then it'll happen. I don't know.
Your grav jumps are as majestic as a banner.
I'm gonna really have to figure that out. I'll have to uninstall the game, which I don't look forward to, but... I was looking it up earlier, and it seems like sometimes it's just a bug that happens, and in order to fix it, you have to clear your local save, uninstall the game, reinstall the game, and then it should be fine. I don't know. But it's happening with this, it's happened with Minecraft. It beats me. Very weird.
Setting down. Everything in the green.
Let's get up. Alright. Let's skedaddle. Or... we can just sit at this table. Or we can get up.
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
She's actually here. Crazy. She knows she's here. How long has it been?
It's been nearly 20 years. But
20
feels
years.
Like a lifetime. Strangely, this
How
place
old is she?
exactly the same as I remember it. But that isn't possible, right? Just like a dream.
You got this.
Thank you. Right now, I feel like I need all the help that I can get. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment.
It's like 42, you
Yes.
think? Yeah, I mean,
Yes, this is
should have to be.
Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Assuming that she was fighting 20 years ago, she'd have to be in her early adult years.
You mean besides the dangerous terrain, vicious fauna, and the chance of getting lost?
But wasn't she like in command of
nothing to
stuff?
worry
She
about.
must have rose through the ranks quickly.
Good. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Alright, here we go. Now, this is something I meant to do a while ago. Where's the toggle to... There it is. Right pointer. She mentions that once or twice. Youngest officer, youngest constellation head, blah blah blah. Yeah, I remember her mentioning something about the constellation thing. Of course, my mind immediately just decides to compare everything to Star Wars. So she's like the Vanessa Rowe of Star Wars universe. It's a High Republic character. That will be in the Acolyte, actually. Very intrigued to see how they handle that. Because she looks a lot different from what the one picture we've seen. Guess it makes sense. She's a lot older, but... Hey, maybe we won't be visiting Cassiopeia. Maybe we're just gonna look at a black screen for all of eternity. Oh, no, progress. Alright.
How can I
That sure took a while.
service, Captain?
You can just chill here, bud. You have the day off. Kobolds. Here is the old campsite, I suppose. Or at least where her ship went down. Yeah. Looks like a giant shoe. Hello. And hello. And hello. 38% scanned. Progress. Oh dope, she's got a light whip. Yep. Yeah, she's like a 15-year-old that is no longer a Padawan. She got promoted to being a knight. Ends up taking on a Padawan of her own at a really young age. So she's like a child trying to teach another child. And yeah, she's a light whip. But I think it can switch between a light whip and a saber, if I'm not mistaken. It's interesting. It's been a while since I've read stuff with her in it. She's mostly in, like, the middle grade reader books. I think she's in one of the young adult books.
This must be some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing, but I didn't have much of a choice.
She might even be in the comics briefly. I can't remember.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
Paradiso.
I'm surprised you've never heard of the place. It's a resort colony in the Parima system. You know, a place to get away and unwind.
We'll have to,
Maybe
we'll
we
have
should
to go.
head out there after we're done. Goodness
Yes.
knows we'll both need a vacation.
We should. I'm fairly certain the other day on the Xbox subreddit somebody posted a picture that I stupidly looked at, and I'm fairly certain it said that they got married to her, and I want to say it was on Paradiso.
I never said I walked
Maybe that's a
away.
thing.
When my ship hard
Guess I'll
landed
find
on
out.
the surface, it broke apart. There was no fire, but I was pretty badly injured. Had to crawl from the wreckage. When they finally rescued me, the UC medics said I had 3 broken ribs, shattered my ulna, and had internal organ damage. I was in the medical ward recovering for almost 6 weeks.
Proud of how well you're handling all this, Sarah. Even New Atlantis' best hotel has got nothing on this place. Can imagine what must have been like. You're doing well.
Yeah. Well, inside I'm a shattered wreck. So, joke's on both of us, I suppose. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Can the cell power the entire ship?
No, I'm afraid that it can't. It's only designed to power individual systems. Even if it could, my old shuttle is far too damaged to be fully restored.
Can we have a similar device back on our ship?
Sure, we have plenty of power cells on the ship, but they're not UC military grade. They won't work. I'm afraid we'll have to do some scrounging.
Back to Star Wars for a second. I don't know if it's a Legends thing or if it's something they came up with in canon, but in Phase 2 of the High Republic, there's a character that has a shield that's, like, also powered by a kyber crystal. I'd like to see that in live action. It sounds neat. Left my emergency power cell back home in my other spacesuit. Must be one around here somewhere.
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Alright. I wanna go in here though. I wanna look up to... Not look up, I just wanna see what was in here. Of course it's not much, naturally. Nova Galactic Manual 1. Permanently reduces fuel needed for grab jump by 1%. Sure. Why not? Darn, I can't take a med pack. There's a syringe though. And do a quick save every time that that occurs. It's so weird. I don't understand why that is happening. Just annoying. So we gotta go all the way up there, huh? This should be fun. Here seems like the most natural place to go up. Another crab thing.
Maybe you can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Haha.
Huh. She's cracking jokes. We got a comedian over here. You know, I kind of forgot marrying people in Bethesda games was a thing. Like, I know you could do it in Skyrim. Now that I think about it, it's just not something that immediately jumps to mind. Can you do it in Fallout? I guess Fallout 4 specifically. I don't remember. I can't remember if I did or not.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
I wonder if she made that. Hunting Stonewalker Stalker. No, I doubt it. Don't ever remember getting married in a Fallout? Yeah. Okay. Are these like natural? Is this a living thing? I guess it's a living thing. Weird. Some credits. Oh, 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 oh. I don't like them anymore. Yeah, they're alive. Yeah, run, coward. I want to kill it. I want to see what it drops. And I wanted to finish that challenge, obviously. That was really my goal. I definitely knew that would happen. Alright, Sarah. We got our thing. Now I'm just gonna yeet myself off this cliff. Oh! Oh! There's two. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. I wasn't looking at my health. Whoops. We played saved somewhat recently. Oh no. I think what I did when I came out of the crashed shuttle. We should be good. We're fine. Yeah, okay. Well, now that I know those things are going to attack me.
Don't rush the scan. I don't want to overlook anything valuable. Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Now they can go live. That did so little to it. I don't feel the need to kill it. I don't want to waste the ammo. It's fine. The only problem is I'm gonna run into him down here again. Yeah, there's two right there. I can see them. Alright. I'm scared. What? I can just go inside. Problem solved. I don't have to deal with them right now. It's fine. Was this working earlier? I didn't even look at it. Emergency power system. Current status red. This computer is running on low yield battery power to preserve system memory. The system cannot be accessed until an alternative power source is connected. If you believe this warning has been reached in error, please inform a maintenance technician or the on-duty deck officer immediately. Telemetry data. Tracking data not available. Sarah Morgan personal logs. Ooh. It's not available. Never mind. Lame. Maybe we'll be have to reinsert this. Analyze the telemetry data. Well, I'll do that. Orange. This computer system is functioning on an alternate power source. It will continue to function normally, provided the power source remains connected. The system has detected that the computer isn't connected via the expected power couplings. Please reconnect all power flow couplings to the ship's main power to fully clear this warning. Alright, now let's read her logs. We have 1, 7, and 14. It's been 2 days since my crash landing on Cassiopeia. I've been slipping in and out of consciousness, but I've been able to use emergency meds to keep my pain levels to a minimum. Medical self-assessment has revealed 3 cracked ribs, oof, a broken forearm, and a minor concussion, probable internal damage, and a hell of a lot of bruises. I'll do my best, the best that I can to push through, but I can't allow my injuries to keep me from reaching Shuttle 02. Tomorrow I plan to do a full reconnoiter of the area and search for some high ground to replace my distress beacon. With any luck, some ships are still in orbit and they'll receive my signal. For now, I'm going to rest, eat a bit of my food rations, and pray the other shuttle isn't too far from my location. She has seen Star Wars. Good. Using the telemetry data and geomapping charts I had in my slate, I was able to track exactly where Shuttle 02 went down. Unfortunately, it appears to be located several thousand kilometers away, making it impossible to reach on foot, even if the planet was hospitable and terrain accommodating. It's overtaken her. She has the high ground. Yep. I'm just dead. It's over. I'm in no physical condition to even attempt such a journey. I guess that explains why she hadn't been there. I mentioned that earlier. Additionally, my distress beacon and all supplies located at this crash site, I don't dare leave it behind. I'm afraid my crew will have to deal with whatever hardships they've encountered on their own. All I can do is pray they are safe. 14. It's been nearly a month. I'm down to my final 3 power cells. If I want to make them last, I'm going to have to disconnect them from my ship's computer system, which means I lose access to my computer and my short-range transmitter. If Shuttle 02 makes any attempt to reach out to me, they're going to receive silence. It's a horrible decision to have to make, but if Shuttle 02 hasn't contacted me by now, it's unlikely they ever will. I don't know if that means their comm system is simply damaged, or if they've left their crash site, or if they're even alive. My only hope is continuing to power the distress beacon in hopes of being picked up and then searching for them from the air. How does she know that? Has she searched from the air? I guess I need to use the telemetry data. Probably should do that. Object Alpha. Object Beta. Good. Let's go speak to Sarah. She's probably out here fighting this guys. She's just way up there. Okay. Great. Wonderful. I'm just gonna run over here and hope she catches up. was like, what is that? It's you. Oh, it's you. Sarah, come here. He's on a cliff. Look at him. He's gone now. Sad. Am I gonna have to go up there to her? That's unfortunate for me. What if I just went on the ship? Would she follow? Let's break the game and find out. He's still out there. I'm gonna have to go back for him. Alright. Fine. That's concerning. Mirror you. I want to scan you. Unless I've already scanned you. I've already scanned you before. Sad. So sad. Sarah, come down here. I wonder if she got downed up there. Probably what happened.
Hey, that's not.
Oh. Hi. Okay. What's up?
Cowards.
She no longer has the high ground.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
I located it. I did all the hard work. You were too busy hanging out on the mountain. Are you sure this telemetry data is accurate? Well, I would imagine
Don't even joke. If this data is faulty, and we end up being pointed to a pile of rocks, I don't even know what we'd do next. I'm fairly certain I was able to capture all the data before I hit the ground. I'll try not to worry about it if you won't.
Well, you brought the right person with you. You made all this possible, Sarah. We shouldn't celebrate until we've confirmed the location.
Well,
it's all her doing.
But damn. It does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet.
Is that a challenge?
Let's get going.
If anybody's actually tried running there on foot. I guess it doesn't really point you to where to go. So probably not. But who knows? Is that her shooting, or is that like the pirates that? I think that's her. Okay. You literally can't do it. That's a shame. Is it like that on every planet, or is this a unique situation? Like, if I just land out in the middle of nowhere on Mars, could I make it to whatever the name of the city is. I can't remember. Sai something. If I landed randomly on Aquila, could I make it back to Aquila City? I imagine it would take a long time if you could, but...
Time to move on.
Alright. Let's go. The areas, while massive, are individual instances that require ship travel to get between them. Darn.
Landing struts primed. Retro's firing.
Makes sense, I suppose. Have you ever played No Man's Sky? What is this? Oh, it's just a flower. Okay. This area looks a lot different than the area we were just on. This area is spooky. It's scarier. I don't know if I like it. This is a lot less scary.
Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have
hunting, brain something. She told me to watch out for things named hunting. Or you told me to watch out for things named hunting. With hunting in the name. I really stumbled over that, didn't I? Got there in the end. Bobo. Exciting. Yes. I didn't think I was gonna make that. You know what? I mentioned this reminding me of a Mass Effect thing earlier. It also reminds me of another Mass Effect thing. Specifically, when you go to find, I just had his name. Oh my god. Jacob's dad's ship. It turns out they're all like alive and enslaving the women or whatever.
This is what's left of the cruise shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
You've never played No Man's Sky. I played it quite a bit at launch, back when everybody hated it. And then they did a bunch of patches and upgrades to it that made it better, but I tried to play it again and I just didn't quite... I don't know, I couldn't get back into it. So weirdly, I like playing it in its worst state more than I did the so-called better state, but... I think maybe I should give it another shot. Maybe that's a terrible idea, because I already have enough to play. OMG. I'm like a rare Pokemon. Alright.
Stop. I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Alright, relax.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just
Is this a child of some of the
I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again.
survivors?
No way. Both of you, just go!
What do you mean take my stuff again? Put down that gun before you hurt someone. We're not here to hurt you. We're just here for answers, nothing else. Kill the kid. We got another Mia here. Oh no. One of the only Starfield players without a beard. I wish. I wish I could grow one. I cannot. What do you mean, take my stuff again?
Hey, I'm not stupid. Last time people were here, they promised to help. They ended up tricking me. They stole all of my good stuff and left me behind. I'm not going to let that happen ever again.
Don't, because then I would become a common Pokemon. I will keep that in mind. Put down the gun before you hurt someone. We're not here to hurt you. We're here for answers, nothing else.
Answers? About what? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it.
Sarah.
You're a liar.
You gotta be so aggressive.
All grown-ups do is lie.
Sarah, let me handle this, please. Sarah, stop. She's just a child and you're making her upset. We're not liars, right, Sarah? I feel like calling her a child, probably, like, to her face isn't a good idea. I should probably just say, let me handle this, but then Sarah might not like me for it. I don't know.
Sorry. Sorry.
Hey, she's fine. It's okay. We're good.
I was wrong to get so angry.
Yeah, you were.
We are here to help you. And we promise to tell the truth.
Feeling better than I thought.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
Don't you think that's a strange question, seeing as you're the one holding or pointing a gun at us? We're here to honor the crew that died on this planet. We can take you home. Well, we're here to honor the crew.
No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You were born here?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on, Sarah.
Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked.
This is a weird.
Dauntless.
It's a weird angle.
Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
So they, like, didn't hate her for what happened? Okay, cool. Do you know where you are right now?
I know this is Cassiopeia. I've been here since I was born. I know my mother and father were from Gemsun or something like that.
Gemsun?
I bet it's like 1,000 miles away.
Probably a little more than that. What did your parents tell you about Sarah? Sarah and I are glad we found you. If your parents are around, I'd love to meet them. I'm assuming they're not
My
around.
parents told me she was in command of their ship in a huge battle. They said she was a hero and the bravest person they ever knew.
Sarah and I are glad we found you.
Yeah? Well, I wish you wouldn't have taken so long.
That's
My
fair.
parents are dead.
And there's
My
that
father
question.
died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
They're dog tags.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
See, you would have killed her because she's not grateful. Well, certainly a choice. And me, child, I'm just gonna see what goodies you got here. Now you're kind of living on a planet where you crashed and don't have much, but I would like to take some of your stuff. Healing items are permanently 5% more effective. Absolutely. I can't take what's in here because there's nothing in there because it's only part of the medical kit. It's sad. Alright, Sarah, what's up?
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Can't even imagine how you're feeling right now. Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe. You're doing great, Sarah. You're gonna be alright. Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe.
Whew. Yeah. That's probably good advice. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags.
A gene tag?
It's an identification tag worn by
like a dog
UC
tag.
military personnel. It's encoded with the soldiers' medical information and a sample of their DNA. If we can bring them back to Jemison, it would be like bringing home the crew's bodies for a proper burial.
I'll head up there right away.
Good. Just be careful. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Wonderful. Awesome. I love that. Let's go. Whoop. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Phil and Frisky. It's quite a name you got there. Oh, ouch. Alright, let me quick save. Before I make some mistakes. What are you? Coral bug scavenger. These things are scary. I won't lie to you. Kinda freaky. They die quick, so that's nice. And they have a nice, like, easy to shoot at face. Could just see its stuff. Where did the body just disappear too? I'm so confused. I don't know what just happened. That was weird. This one's level 15. Okay, this one is going to be a little tougher than the level 1s. It also would help if I could actually hit the thing. Okay, maybe it will go down just as fast. Never mind. Can't search this one either. Weird. Can't even scan it. Huh. There's another... I was gonna say there's another one, but there's 3. %63% scanned. 75% scanned. New planets, I don't have scanning or salvage rights. Is that so? Is that how that works? I have to go see the salvage rights authority to be able to collect things. Where are the others at? Guess they ran away. Cool. Oh! Hello. Ow. It's like a creepy acolyte with a sunflower for a face. Have I scanned you? I haven't. Come on, give me another, so I can finish scanning. Look at that. There we go. Unless that's one I've already seen, because it's already taken damage. It might be. What is that? I don't know if I like that. Huh. Weird. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo on this thing. That's not good. Quite unfortunate. This little lawn chair. You can just camp out up here if we wanted to. Dauntless crew and Gene tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks neat. I'm taking it. There's a 10th one I wasn't able to get. Oh. Does that thing have it? It's a greater silverfish. Oh! I don't like this. I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of scared. Can I scan you and then, like, run away quickly? I can't even scan you. Okay. Ah! Come out. No. Alright, let's grab this thing. Maybe actually hit a shot. That'd be great. Also, I should heal before I die. Tragically. Yeah, burn. Alright, you. Scarier one. There we go. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Oh. Alright, let's return to the child that we did not murder, because that'd be unethical. Just want to point that out. I know a couple people who would absolutely murder a child, and I just want to say that I have no association with them. Especially if their name begins and ends... Well, it begins with Leah, and it ends with Mia. Just sprint back. Not that child. She's a sweet little badass and you love her and she must be protected at all costs. Oh, so you've had a change of heart against children now, huh? Warming up to him? I'm sure Kuna will be grateful. Or was it Kunas you wanted to kill? I can't remember. Was it the boy child?
No,
if that was the, in that case, it'd be Kuna.
No! How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go! Leave me alone!
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
Don't have to kill him. We could just strand him out here in her place.
She has to come back with us to
Who would enjoy that?
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Even like that.
Talk to her.
Don't worry, we'll do whatever it takes to bring her to safety. I agree, but we can't force her to come with us. She's been doing fine without any help. It should be Sona's decision, not yours. I agree, but yeah, you can't just...
I know. I'm not proposing we knock her out for God's sake.
This isn't an Andor situation.
Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Help her make a decision. I'm sorry.
It's a lot like Andor, actually. It's a child
I can hear
stuck on a planet with no adult
and
figures.
I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Somebody arrives to scavenge a ship.
Clearly out of my element here.
Kind of.
Not
Not really here to scavenge a ship, but...
Could you just talk to her, please?
Allow Sona to stay, or convince Sona to leave. Alright, well let's save before I screw this up. Because I feel like leaving her here is not a smart idea.
Sarah, listen to me.
She's worried about your safety. She craves a great deal about you. I don't know about that. She just met her. She feels responsible for the situation. Don't you trust Sarah? You can ask the question. I mean, she just met her. I don't know why she would.
I mean, kinda. I just met her.
Yeah, see?
The only reason I'm trusting you at all is because my mom and dad said Sarah was a good person. I know she probably wants to help me out, but I really wish she'd listen to my part of the story.
She's worried about your safety.
I've been alone for a long time, and even when bad people visit, I've been safe. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
You won't be safe here forever. We want to find you an even better home. If you stay here alone, you'll never be able to start a new family. You're right. We should honor your choice to stay. Do you really think this is the best place for you to live your life for the rest of your life? Well, that's the question.
Mom and Dad told me there was a whole universe out there with thousands of planets. They showed me the maps and the star charts. That does sound pretty cool, but well, it's also kind of scary. It would be hard to leave the only home I've ever known.
Todd Howard told you that too. Is that right? Stay here alone. You'll never be able to start a new family. It just seems like such a strange thing to say. You won't be safe here forever.
Mom told me there were really bad people out there. Worse than the ones I've already seen.
Probably.
But, leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
No way now. You were picking that line? Good. At least you have some morals. Don't you think your parents would want you to be safe?
I am safe. Those monsters can't catch me. They've tried, but I learned how to trick them. They're pretty dumb. And if bad people visit here, I know how to hide. I was even watching you when you landed. I bet you didn't even see me. This planet doesn't bother me.
No, we didn't see you.
I'm not sure I need to abandon my mom and
But we got here, and we were having a conversation with you. We weren't, like, hidden then. You know, I guess she did have a gun on us, but still, there was two of us. She wouldn't have shot us both if we wanted to kill her. When you're old enough, you can always come back and visit.
Hey, yeah. Maybe I could get a cool ship just like yours.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff, and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
I have a great idea. How about you stay on our ship and do lots of work, and I just don't pay you for it? Oh, I love this idea. This is a great idea.
Let's talk another time. Lots of stuff to pack out here.
You're welcome. I did it, Sarah.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Made the decision, so it'll be my fault if anything goes wrong. Everything doesn't rest on your shoulders, Sarah. Son will be fine, I promise. She'll be fine.
Oh, I do hope that's true. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society.
Not me trying to make the little black girl a slave to take away my ship.
Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time. Please. Thank you.
I promise.
Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Okay. Alright. Mia, we've already had this conversation privately. A little slavery doesn't hurt every now and then, right? It's okay. It's okay to treat people like objects. It's 2023. It's the new thing. Slavery is back in style. Okay, I'm here. Feel the need to express I am joking. I am not being serious. "911. Hello, yes, this man right here."
Look.
What's up, Sarah?
Before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had
So
to
weird.
push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
I hope this experience has finally put your past to rest. I couldn't stand seeing you suffer. I'd do anything for you, Sarah.
And I intend to repay you for that, even if it takes the rest of my life. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world, and until this very moment I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered.
It is a pretty beautiful
This
planet.
burden of my past
This area a
has
lot more than the
finally
last
allowed me
area.
to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
Just, you know, remove the things that want to kill us and be perfect. I only opened the door, you're the one that stepped through. It's almost like you've become a new person. You're trying to make me blush, it's not going to work. I'm hoping there's much more than simple gratitude tucked away in that statement.
Perhaps. I suppose we'll both have to think about that for a while now, won't we? Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan, and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Another comparison to Andor. This planet is called Cassiopeia. Andor is about Cassian. Andor. Both begin with Cass. E. It was meant to be. Alright, let's get back to the ship. Which is apparently very far away. Am I overweight? I'm probably overweight. I am. Yikes. Alright. Well, we'll make the trip back on foot, I suppose. It's not that far. Gotta slow down. What's up, Sarah? I could probably give her stuff. I don't know if she has anything on her. But we're not that far. It's fine. It'll be okay. Let's go, buddy! Friend, amigo.
Hello.
Hi. Can I get up on the ship, please? There we go.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
I think I mentioned wanting to sleep earlier, and then I just completely forgot to do it. I don't even remember when that was. I'm just gonna go ahead and go do that real fast. Sleepy time. Every time. Alright, so I guess we're heading back to Jemison. Let's take off.
All thrusters firing.
They are very proud of that little musical cue. It's everywhere.
The blackest sea. Where shall we swim to next?
Shipping crate. It would probably help if I put more speed into my power into my engine. Lady. Sure. Alright. It is used everywhere. It's used so much it's even in a piece of Imagine Dragons music. That song just... I didn't expect it. I assume it's probably like a credits song for this game, but... just didn't... I didn't see that one coming. Open worlds. What's up, Rocket Bunny? Welcome back. Return to New Atlantis. New Atlantis explored. Yeah, I guess we can go there. Ugh, what are those? That looks gross. I don't like it.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
I have a moment now. How convenient. I can still ask questions about Cassiopeia. Oh. Oh, look. There's Sona. How could your crew have survived the crash landing?
It had to be blind luck. The shuttle had almost zero propulsion and no defensive shielding. It would have taken a hell of a pilot to land the ship without it breaking into a million pieces.
So it was Poe Dameron. Got it. What do you think will happen to Sona once we get her back to New Atlantis? Well, we're here,
I've been giving that
so
a lot of thought.
She'll walk off the ship.
I'm going to suggest she stay at the lodge, but I don't want her to think that I'm forcing her to follow in my footsteps. At the very least, it should give her a safe place from which she can adjust to her new way of life. Bye for now.
We can give her to my parents. My parents constantly want to have a kid around. That worked, right? Is there still no image for the toilet paper tube? There's still no image for the toilet paper tube. Legendary. It will never appear. I love that.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Let me run up here to the mercantile place just so I can buy a couple more med packs.
There's a bit more in the... If you don't see what you want, feel... Oh, please.
Assuming that she's restocked. I don't know this she has. Yeah, no. Darn. Should have waited longer.
Thanks for coming in.
Dealing in art is
Let's go to Mast. Headset has been beeping at me, telling me it wants to die. It'll probably die in a second now. Just waiting for it to happen.
So, what's new with you today?
You say that like you haven't been with me the entire time. I think after we wrap up this quest, we should switch to a new companion. Say goodbye to Sarah for a while. I don't know who we're gonna pull with us. Maybe the new lady we picked up. Starts with an A. I'll absolutely butcher the name if I see it.
Heading into mast. But don't worry. I'll try and keep my complaints to a minimum.
I needed to talk to this guy, didn't I? Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Andraja? Is that how you say it? I can't remember how the J is pronounced. Bastian Graf wanted me to talk to you. Right.
Okay. Didn't see that one coming. No need to say any more. I know what it's about.
Okay, good.
He's convinced he deserves a promotion, which to him means a transfer, a command post, maybe a new ship and a big office. Do you know him well? What do you think of him?
We just met and he asked me to do him a favor. I'm sure he's a great guy. He comes off as a little arrogant. Oh, I can't stand him. I'm just in this for the credits. Like Andre with a Ja at the end, so it's literally just Andre Ja. Ja. Got it. I'll have forgotten that in 10 minutes, but thank you. Comes off as a little arrogant. I do remember that. Well, I can't stand him. I'm just in this for the credits.
Got something else on your mind?
I like the last option.
That degree of honesty is always refreshing, if nothing else. Clearly, patience isn't his strong suit. I thought the constant stream of messages was a bit much, if he's gonna be sending people here. All right, I received some good advice from someone in the Vanguard recently, and I'm gonna run with it.
Okay,
I'd like
what is
you
that?
to deliver this message to Bastion on my behalf. The full authority of Vanguard leadership. He's gonna be the first and only recipient of a new commendation. Quite an honor. I hope he appreciates it. Please, give him my regards.
Alright, I don't remember where this guy is at. But if I ever encounter him, sure. It's more of a soft Ja, I guess. Got it. It's not Ja or Ja. Let's see. I understand. Oh my god. Saw something funny on Twitter. I'm sorry. Let's go talk to our friend. Who's not really our friend, but
easy, you know.
The last conversation went surprisingly well, so.
Soldiers pledged to your cause. Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
Found our answers. We also found these gene tags. This mission wasn't for us, it was for the soldiers who owned these gene tags. Maybe these gene tags will answer your question. I hope you choke on them. Jesus.
And we did it for the child that was marooned there. A child, born from 2 of the crew, that survived the crash. After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known?
No apologies are necessary. We're just glad this is over. Don't apologize to us. Apologize to Sona. By abandoning the crew of the Dauntless, you've dishonored their memory. We're just glad it's over.
Yes,
we don't need to cause a
of
fight.
course. I think we can all
past
agree
is the
that this
past.
was another unfortunate circumstance of the colony war.
What you'd call an unfortunate circumstance, I call a tragedy.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. It is a tragedy. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with
the material work, and like the lighting
Someone's waiting for us at the launch.
of the scene, really, it shows how great the material work in her jacket is. Looks great. Alright, now we're going up to the lodge, I think. You know, I was watching Digital Foundry's video today about Assassin's Creed Mirage, and they were showing the 30 and 60 FPS modes off. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, I don't know if I could handle playing a 30 FPS game these days. I think I'd need 60, and then I just remembered that I'm playing a 30 FPS game. And you know what? It is rough occasionally. What's up, Sam?
You need
What's
something?
going, bud? I think he wanted to
Sorry,
talk at one point.
I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you about. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time... I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same damn thing so many times.
Kids know how to push all the right buttons, it's true. Go easy on her. If she keeps doing it, it could be a real hazard. Now isn't a good time. Kids do indeed know how to push all the right buttons.
That's Cora to a T. I mean, this is between me and you.
The drops do suck.
But Cora wasn't exactly planned. I don't know if I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner, Lillian Hartz. Well, we were like fire and ice, but well, it wasn't all bad.
Whether you wanted to be a dad or not, you seem to have taken to it. It must have been tough juggling being a ranger and a father. I can flirt with him. You had a partner before? I'm jealous. Cora being unplanned is a hell of a thing to lay on me. How did you wind up being a ranger of all these things, or of all things? And then, how come I haven't seen Lillian at the Rock? That's an interesting question. Probably because she's not with it anymore, or she's off somewhere else.
She's one of their top rangers, so they keep her in the field a lot.
Guess that answers that
That's how
question.
she likes it.
He does seem to be a decent father.
It wasn't always like it is now. Hell, when Cora was born, I was completely out of my depth. For the first few months, I kept thinking, what a colossal mistake I made. Me, a father. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave me my first smile.
There's like a sparkle behind his head. I don't know what it is. But it keeps appearing. It's really distracting me. Cora's lucky to have you. I knew you were a big softie. Can't imagine having kids. Where was Lillian during this? Well, I think she's lucky to have.
Yeah, sure don't feel like it. You said Cora's great, and I think so too. But I see so much of myself in her. I've done things I'm not proud of. Said things even worse. I try to be better for Cora, but is she gonna fall into the same traps?
You talked to her about all this, yeah. Communication, bro. I have a feeling she'll find her very own mistakes. You worry too much, enjoy it, she'll be grown before you know it. Is your past really that bad?
Well, it's bad enough. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, talk to her.
Maybe. When she's older. I know it seems crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not exactly swimming with options here. Her mother... Like I said, another story, another time.
Alright, Maz
What, have her
Kanata.
raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship her off to Vladimir.
Oh, Vladimir with the kid is a funny picture. Really, is there anyone else that could take her?
No, not really. Lillian and me don't have any siblings. we'd have to start looking into really extended family-further relations. I wouldn't want to anyway. Looking after Cora, that's not something I want to pawn off on someone.
I really don't know if her being on my ship is a great idea. Might be good to have a place we can go if things get dangerous. I think Cora is thriving growing up with Constellation. It probably would be a good idea to have somewhere she can go if things get
I'll think about it. But for now, she's happy. You know, she just goes on and on about you. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13. When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Just chat it.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I activated this earlier. I wasn't sure if it worked.
Thanks for your service.
It did. Oh, he's walking off now. Okay. Well, another time.
Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
It's my boy. Alright, is that quest over? Nope, we still need to speak to Sona. Okay. Sarah. He musteth speaketh with the childeth.
Yes, actually. I am surprised you noticed. You have quite the talent for reading people's current mood from afar.
Is this the same conversation we've already heard?
I suppose.
That wasn't supposed to hear?
Share your troubles. I am concerned with how the rest of Constellation perceives my presence. Regardless of how I present myself, I feel as though they're looking at me with disdain, rather than comradeship. Honestly, I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things to say about you. If that is truly the case, why do I often find myself excluded from other members' activities and gatherings? Having someone from House Varun among us is a new experience.
Yeah, okay, this is the same conversation.
I'm certain they're unsure if you even wish to be approached at all.
I say new conversation, it's the same conversation.
They'll come around. I promise.
I don't remember what I said, because I heard her say something about new, and it just made me question everything I just threw up out of my mouth. Right.
Yeah? Did you want to talk about something?
Yes.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life.
True. How do you find your way here on your own?
Sarah gave me directions. She's really good at that. Riding that gnat thing was super cool. It was like magic or something. Like something from the stories Mom used to read. But the hardest part was having everyone staring at me. All these people in one place. It's kind of scaring me. I don't know why.
You grow up that isolated and then suddenly you're thrown into a city with lots of people. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, it was.
It's freaky.
I guess I'll have to be brave.
You're already one of the bravest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Who's she talking to? Okay, now she's looking at me. Not yet, you still have a lot to learn. How about you give yourself a little time to grow, then we'll talk. Yeah, Auntie Sarah will buy you a ship. You just got to New Atlantis. You're already prepared to leave? Hey Tanner, did you know you're a bazillionaire? I did not, but... Hey bestie, you wanna share some of that? I'll give you a high five. See? How about you give yourself a little time to grow?
Exactly. And don't worry, at the rate you're growing, it won't be long until you're grav jumping to unexplored star systems on your own ship.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay.
Is that the one at Mast that we've already been to? When I went to go recruit, or when I went to go join the Vanguard? Hey, man, I'm still waiting for some of those credits to appear in my bank account. So let me know when the transfer's made. Thank you. Transfer in progress? Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. You're so kind. You're my favorite child killer. And racist. Sorry, I had to do it at least one more time. It had to be done. Okay, no, it was not what I thought it was. Yo, Sarah, where are you? Where are you at? I guess she's not coming. I don't know where she is. Oh, Sarah. I imagine I need her there for that, right? There she is. She's just taking her sweet time. This individual is busy. Okay. I guess I got there too fast and now she has to walk there. I'll see you there. I'm just gonna go over here and chill. You, yes, just take your sweet time. That's fine. No big deal. I'm not in a rush or anything. She's got a lot on her mind. Bro! I just dealt with the entire situation with her. I'm trying to join the Vanguard. I have another job on Neon I gotta go do. I have to infiltrate the Crimson... whatever it was called. Fleet. I have a lot going on, right? Let's go. Come on. Pick up the pace. Geppetto has started making real robots. That's funny.
At least if the robot learns to lie, we'll know by the size of their nose.
Oh, I'm so glad I caught that exchange. That's so stupid.
Look at this. All these people. Their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
You should be proud of everything you've accomplished since the war. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Being remembered by name is better than being completely forgotten. It's true.
These people laid down their lives for what they believed in, and it cost them dearly. I served shoulder to shoulder with them, and watched some of them die. I know you meant well, but they'll always be more than a name to me.
Oh yeah, of course. I only say these things because I care about you, Sarah. I'm only doing what I think is best for you, Sarah. I just want you to be happy, Sarah. You deserve it.
And I care about you too.
I'm just constantly
There's
flirting.
obviously some kind of a connection between us that
I
I
don't care
think
how much she says she's not
Just
ready.
let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private.
Oh. Alright. Maybe pushing was ready to... Oh, and that little turn to the camera? I don't know if that was a bug or if that was intentional. I'm assuming it was intentional, but I don't know. Now we're like lingering on her. It's kind of weird. What are we doing, game?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. It was intentional. I see. Let us go to the waterfall, which is... I guess it's down below here, probably? Well, not here. Down here. I have no idea what waterfall we're talking about. You think this is where I lock her in romance? Well, I've come this far. Might as well, I guess. Is the waterfall place called the waterfall? Is that what's happening here? Oh no. Okay, we're actually going to... something else. I don't know where this is though. I don't know if I knew this existed. Huh. This might sound weird, but some of this architecture really reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda, and I don't know why. Found it by accident jumping down from the upper city. Yeah, that makes sense. I love that I'm about to lock in the romance and then be like, yep, alright, so I'm traveling with another woman now. It's gonna go over well, I'm sure.
It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
It's absolutely beautiful. I couldn't agree more. It's the perfect place to share with someone you care about. What is it about this place that makes it so special?
I don't know. I'm not sure I can explain it. Maybe it's the strange way that the art, technology, and nature fuse together, or maybe it's because it feels like home. Whatever it is, I definitely feel more comfortable here than anywhere else I've ever been. I hadn't thought of it that way. But you're absolutely right. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd
Want
be
to sit in some of these
surprised how
debates.
many decisions I've made on this very spot.
It seems like an ideal place to focus. I'm sure everything worked out for the best. I feel like you're stalling for time here. No, it does seem like it'd be a good place to focus.
That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
I have nothing seriously wrong. You can tell me whatever's on your mind. I'm here for you, Sarah. You trying to pull one over on me, eh? You tell me whatever's on your mind.
Good, because I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
But you're not alone. You have me. Both of you have been through a lot. You're underestimating yourself. Equate Sona's situation to your own. Curious how that works, but I don't... This feels like a weird option. I don't want it to be, like, rude.
In all honesty, I don't. She simply reminds me of my own isolation. Maybe not in the literal sense of the word, but I certainly relate to some of her loneliness. Don't get me wrong. Compared to Sona, I've had it easy. I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
None of that is your fault. Just bad luck, that's all. Dealing with the unpredictability of people can be a challenge. Yeah.
I suppose. Well, if that's true, this challenge is wearing me down.
Forget the past, focus on what you have right now. You deserve to be with someone who understands your feelings. All I see is someone who's lost and needs help finding their way. Forget the past. Seems like a good call. I think my headset just died. Cool. I'm glad it wasn't mid-dialogue. That would have sucked. Oh yes, I love you. And just dies.
Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
Friendship. No matter what happens, we'll always be close friends. Or, like in romancing, I love you, Sarah, now and forever. We're locking it in.
Sorry, I just need a moment to gather my thoughts. From things
I'm the
you've
only
said
thought
in
you
the
need.
past, it's obvious you want to have a serious relationship. You want to become close. So, if you're willing to take that leap of faith with someone like me, then I'm ready to do the same.
Being T-H-O-T. I've been more than willing for a long time. I think this is going too fast. I think we should remain good friends for now. Are you sure a romantic relationship is what you want? I'm not going to doubt it. Been more than willing for a long time.
You're something truly special. You know that? You've helped me conquer my self-doubt, my confidence, hell, everything. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. And with you by my side, I'm convinced that feeling will last forever. You're the best thing that's happened to me in my life. I love you. Always. When things are something I need to talk to you about.
Woohoo! Relationship status achieved. Sarah Morgan considers you an ally. Mission updated. Rook meets King. Okay. So that's other stuff. Got it. Woohoo. We did the thing.
I received a message from my mother a few days ago.
Oh.
She's returned from another one of her sightseeing cruises.
Now we have to wait to see if you have a little buyer's regret like you did. Well, I was gonna say, alright, now when do we start the divorce arc? Sightseeing cruise.
Yeah, you know, one of those luxury liner journeys that shows off binary stars, gas nebulas, asteroid fields. Pretty photogenic stuff.
Like the Halcyon.
Apparently,
which is
my mother's
now
new
closed.
pastime.
Didn't make it very long. Afraid I'd be an embarrassment to the family or something?
Why would you be... Oh, I see. We never talked about this, did we?
Nope.
The truth is that my mother lives in a fairly remote location, so we rarely speak to one another.
That's a shame. Family's important. I understand. Makes sense. Family life can slow you down. I understand.
Good. When I say that to most
Families
people,
are
they
all
look
different.
at me like I'm crazy. I don't think they realize how much control parents can exert on your life, especially when their dreams conflict with your own.
I'm sure your parents meant well. We can drop the subject if you like. What you call control, others would call guidance. No, there's some people that definitely fall in the control category.
Oh, I'm certain they felt they were doing the right thing. You see, both of my parents were diplomats working under the flag of the UC Administrative Division. After I completed my basic education, they signed me up for a one-year apprenticeship in their department, without bothering to ask.
That would suck. You had no say in the matter whatsoever?
Look, I was 18 years old, fresh out of school, and I idolized my parents. I trusted them. I'm certain they felt they were doing what was best for their daughter. Who was I to argue?
What's the Administrative Division?
It's the governmental arm of the United Colonies. You know, the politicians, the diplomats, the ambassadors.
Everybody's favorite people.
Having to spend most of your career hovering behind a desk. Oh, I can't even fathom anything more boring.
Boring. Sounds like they wanted you to follow in their footsteps.
Wanted isn't the right word. Demanded would be more appropriate. For my apprenticeship, I was sent to Sidonia. My job consisted of drafting political policies and arbitrating trade disputes. The silver lining of the job was that it allowed me to spend time exploring every square inch of Mars.
Every square inch, including the naked miner? I might have a problem here. I need to go see my lawyer. Why was exploring Mars so fulfilling?
You have to understand, this was my first time I was alone on another world. Now, don't get me wrong, Jemison is an amazing place, but for me, it was the old neighborhood. Mars was like a new frontier. Oh, I spent every waking moment I could exploring the planet.
That's where you were bitten by the exploration bug.
I was swallowed by it.
Oh.
Months before the apprenticeship ended, I dumped my diplomatic certification and joined the UC Navy. Of course, my parents didn't approve. We had a huge argument that resulted in all ties being severed between us.
98% of the time, her accent is so attractive, it's ridiculous. 2% of the time, it's goofy as shit. I can't disagree. Must have been a difficult time in your life. Good, you're better off without them. It took a lot of guts to do something like that.
Yes, I was proud of myself. For a while. You see, my father was killed during the opening shots of the Colony War. I returned to Jemison for the funeral and reunited with my mother. After that, we vowed to stay in touch.
Sorry to hear about your father. So if you hadn't had a difficult enough life, you should have told me this long ago. How exactly did your father die? Well, he probably was killed in battle. I don't think we need more specifics than that until she's ready to talk about it.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Always concerned with how I'm feeling. That's why I fell in love with you. Your smile, your caring. It brightens even my darkest days. Listen, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. All this talk of family, it makes me wonder where our own relationship stands.
Mitt. Oh. I can go all the way. I'll always be madly in love with you, Sarah. Why? What's the worry?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I regret the family life I left behind when I took off for the stars. If there was ever a chance for something like that between us, I wouldn't want to miss the opportunity. I love you too much to allow that to happen. That's why I asked about our future and where we stand.
Alright, here we go.
You mean that? You'd do that? For me? I've been dreaming about this moment and still... I don't know what to say.
How about yes? You don't need to say anything, just promise me that our love will last forever. How about yes?
Yes! Yes! Of course. Yes. I just need a little time to think about the ceremony. I have some thoughts about how we should move forward. You know, I used to dream about finding the love of my life. And here you are. All I ever needed was you, right here beside me.
Okay. Well, we did the thing. Nothing like having the game interrupt you with that. So I guess that's that for the time being. We've successfully done it. We've taken the next step. Alright. Now, I need to go somewhere. You know what? Maybe I'll just end it here. That works. It's nice and pretty up here. Why not? Might as well. I think she likes me because of the poncho. Who wouldn't be attracted to it, you know? You'd be up here all the time, IRL. If I didn't have to go out of my way to get to it, yeah, me too. If I did, I would never be here. I just refuse to go to places that are, like, out of my way. I just hate taking the time to go somewhere. Like, if I want to go get food, I'm not driving more than 10 minutes. Sorry. Unless it's like a meeting up with other people sort of thing. If it's for myself, it's not happening. She jumped down here too. I didn't expect that. Oh god, I didn't mean to fall. No. 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 Oh god. I don't think I can fast travel either. Oh no. I have no idea how to get it back up. Get wet, you fool. Oh, we're both so wet right now. This is awkward. I don't know. Did I save up there? I think I did. 3 minutes ago, yeah. I think that would have been after the conversation. I hope. If not, I'll just redo it. Good call. Smart it. Thank you. Yeah, okay. We're good. You looking at your hands? That's exciting. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. What are you looking at? Nighty-night.